guys, welcome back to Take It to the Stage. I'm Emerald.
And I'm Suff.
And this week, I'm very excited to present to you Rent, the musical. Suffrage, have you heard anything about Rent?
I know nothing about Rent.
Good.
At all.
Good.
I've only heard the title.
Good, that's great. I also am not super educated on Rent, so I'm excited. We're going on this journey together this week.
Sweet. My pre-talk guesstimation is that this is going to be about a landlord who has problems with his tenants.
Ooh.
That's my guess.
And what's the climactic, problem?
Maybe there's one of his tenants that he needs to kick out, but they're having a really tough time in life, so he's having to come to, a conclusion with that with himself. I don't know. Ooh. Or herself.
Oh, yes. Okay. I really like that synopsis, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm probably totally wrong. I have no clue.
So let's just start it off with this. Oh, also, I'm very excited that our Facebook page is doing so well, you guys. If you haven't yet, definitely go and check out our Facebook page at Take It to the Stage. And that's where most people have been commenting what they want to hear next. And it's really exciting that we get to have a conversation and we hear you guys talking to us too. So that's really cool.
Also, if you have a platform other than Spotify that you prefer listening to things on, we are working on getting on other platforms as well, like Apple Podcasts and that sort of thing.
Yes, and YouTube.
So we'll keep you updated on that as well.
Cool. All right. Let's begin.
All right, Rent. Let's do it.
So I'm going to give you a few little facts or whatever.
Okay.
Some info about Rent. And then we're going to talk through a character synopsis of everybody just because I don't even know all the characters super well. So I'm excited to have a... this is basically who they are and what they're about.
Of everybody.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, so Rent is a rock musical with music, lyrics, and book by Jonathan Larson, loosely based on Giacomo Puccini's 1896 opera La Bohème.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about La Bohème?
No.
Okay, good. I'm going to give a quick little rundown of what La Bohème is.
Okay. So it's a musical based off an opera.
Yes.
By an Italian guy.
The word opera tends to turn people away, but operas are chill, man. It's fine. They're fun. Okay. The first performance of Rent in 1994, and it's actually set in between 1989 and 1990.
Oh, okay. So it's that year shift.
Yeah. Similar to Heathers.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Rent won.
Same universe? Question mark?
Ooh!
No, probably not.
I don't know, man.
If this is the same city, it's a jacked up city. They got terrible things going on.
Okay. Rent won the 1996 Pulitzer Prize for Drama, as well as 4 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, Best Book, and Best Score for Jonathan Larson. So,
oh, wow. So it won
pretty
some
renowned.
Tonys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of people have heard about it. Lots of people know it.
Did Heather win any Tonys?
I couldn't tell you.
With how popular it is, it had to have at least one couple.
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even know Heathers existed until we did it here. Not to say that, because I haven't heard of it, it's not, known. But, yeah, no, Heathers, it seems like it's definitely, become...
Oh, you mean it until, your theater group did it?
Right,
oh,
right.
Not
until,
the podcast?
I
Okay.
did it. Not until
Gotcha.
the podcast, right. And so... I don't know. Maybe it seems like it got a little bit bigger with all of the school shooting stuff that was going around.
For sure, understandably.
Right, and more people were bringing it back, and they were let's do Heathers.
Yeah, because they're this is important.
This
and
is now.
It gives a message that pertains to the time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Cool. Okay, so we're gonna do the character analyses.
Cool analyses.
Cool. But before we do that,
okay,
we're gonna talk about La Bohème real quick. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, La Bohème. This is my basic rundown that I wrote down on a cute little sticky note. Are you ready?
I'm ready for the cute little sticky note rundown.
La Bohème. So they owe rent.
Okay.
Okay. And then
that's what that means.
They owe rent.
Okay.
What? No.
La BM means they owe rent.
La Bohème.
La Bohème
Doesn't mean that they owe rent.
Oh.
I couldn't tell you what La Boheme means. It means the something. That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you guys know on Facebook what La Boheme means.
Okay.
Okay, so they owe rent, and there's this chick named Mimi, and then there's this dude named Rodolfo, and they love each other.
Okay.
They love each other. Okay.
Okay.
But then they get in a fight, and Rodolfo made the fight so that he could get her away from him so she could be safe because he felt like he wasn't enough for her and all this stuff. Okay.
Oh.
And so then Mimi realizes that she's dying, that she's going to die.
Oh.
Because of a disease or whatever that's going on with her.
Oh, man.
And then Mimi wants Rodolfo to be there with her when she dies. And so, like, they're together, and it's really sad, and she says goodbye to all the friends and family, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna die now, and then she dies.
What the heck?
Yeah. So, La Boheme's
Okay.
pretty hype.
So wait, who owes rent?
I think,
Rudolfo and Mimi?
yeah. I think mostly Rodolfo, but also...
He's, like, in debt.
Yeah,
And
I
so-
don't know.
But then he's like, oh, I can't pay my rent. And
They're Italian?
he's like, well, it's written by an Italian guy. La Boheme is Italian, isn't
That
it?
is not who wrote it. That's the name of it.
No, but the guy, Gio Pucci, what was his name?
Puccini?
Puccini? Giacomo Puccini?
Giacomo.
Giacomo. Yeah, that's
Puccini.
Italian as heck, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I know that's Italian. I played Assassin's Creed 2. I know some Italian.
Okay, good. Okay.
I know Riescat in pace means rest in peace.
I'm sorry, I said that one more time.
Requiescat in pace.
Ooh. Somebody
But
fact
that's
check
technically
him.
Latin, I think. But Italian's close enough.
Latin is all. Okay, so we're gonna do a character analysis real quick now that we have our information in order. Yeah?
Okay.
So, we've got Tom Collins.
Tom Collins.
Okay. He's
Brother of Phil Collins.
just Tom Collins.
Okay, just Tom Collins, not Phil Collins.
He's living with AIDS in the East Village of New York City. He just returned from Boston where he was teaching at MIT, but now he's happy to be home with his best friends, Roger and Mark. He was a professor, computer science professor,
Ooh.
and when he's not teaching, he's been known to both beat the man and get some extra cash for his rent-lacking friends and himself by hacking into local ATMs. So he's hype.
What? So he's a computer science professor with AIDS who steals money to help his poor friends.
Yeah.
So he's like a modern day Robin Hood.
Ooh, I like. Okay.
That's cool. Okay.
He fights for the rights of people living with AIDS through the organization Act Up, and he is hype. He's dating a drag queen and street drummer named Angel who also has AIDS. They met when Angel saved Collins after he was attacked by muggers on the street. We'll talk more about that in the story, but yeah, basically Tom Collins, AIDS, gay, happy, hacker, hype.
Dope. Okay.
Okay.
Tom
Mimi
Collins.
Marquez.
Ooh, Mimi.
Mimi, they brought the name back. Okay. Mimi Marquez. She's an erotic dancer who found love upon meeting Roger. She is depicted here as HIV positive and must have been one of the first Don't mind me, I'm just reading. Basically, yeah. Mimi is also the name of lead heroine in the opera. Yeah, that we know about, La Boheme.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. So she's a stripper, basically.
Yes. Okay, Roger Davis. Not only is our tragic heroine HIV positive, but is also the love of Mimi's life, right?
So it's Renz Rudolfo.
Yes.
Basically.
But
Roger
they changed
is
the name to
Rudolfo.
Roger. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's sharing his home with Mark. And
Mark is one of Tom's friends, right? He said he was excited to see Mark when he moved
Mark,
back.
Tom, Roger, all
Oh,
friends.
so okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. And then Mark, that we're just talking about, Mark Cohen. He's Roger's roommate. He's an independent filmmaker, shown in some versions as documenting his life with Roger in their humble rundown pad. Yeah. Mark is owing some rent.
Okay.
His character is based on Marcello, but he's not the only one. And so Marcello is one of the people in the
La
opera.
Boheme. Okay.
Maureen Johnson, a protest performance artist. Maureen is Mark's ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
She left him to be with Joanne Jefferson.
Okay. JJ.
Okay. Joanne Jefferson.
JJ.
JJ. A lesbian lawyer that Maureen left Mark for.
Lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
She hype.
She wanted the other girl wanted the money.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about her. Okay, Benny. Benny is the plot device and perhaps the reason why this musical is entitled Rent. He used to be the roommate of Roger, Mark, and Collins. The story showed how much he progressed financially, becoming the landlord of the humble pad that his former roommates occupied.
Oh.
So yeah.
Landlord.
Landlord.
My
You're so
hypothesis.
close. The hypothesis. Okay, so, shall I begin?
Yes.
Okay,
please
guys.
do.
Are you ready? Okay. Rent. Act 1. On Christmas Eve, in Manhattan's East Village, two roommates, Mark, a filmmaker, and Roger, a rock musician, struggle to stay warm and produce their art. They sing tune-up.
Okay.
Mark's mother leaves him a voicemail wishing him a very Merry Christmas and trying to comfort him since his ex-girlfriend Maureen dumped him. For
the lawyer.
Right.
Lady. Okay.
Their friend Tom Collins, a gay anarchist professor at New York University, calls and plans to surprise them at their apartment, but is mugged before entering.
Oh.
And I know in the movie version of Rent, Tom Collins is black. I don't know if that's how it is in most all productions, but he is black in the movie.
Gotcha. So he got mugged outside
Yes, he gets mugged
apartment.
right outside the apartment. At the same time, Mark and Roger's former roommate and friend Benny, who has since become their harsh new landlord, has renegaged. Has renegaged. Do you want to read this
Do you need
word?
some assistance?
Yes.
What the hell? Has reneged? Renegade?
Renegade.
I've never seen this word in my
All right,
life.
we'll make up a new one.
Reneged.
So
We are not English.
we are not English majors. So
I have dumb science brain.
So he rolls up on an earlier agreement and now demands last year's rent before shutting down their electrical power. They sing Tune Up the second time. It's like second half, kind of. Sometimes they like
when you
split
said they
songs
sing
in
Tune
half.
Up, they like in the musical, they sing a song called Tune Up.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were explaining something they do as like part of their career. Like they sing Tune Up. I'm like, okay, whatever that means. Okay, I get it. So they sing a song called Tune Up.
You know when you go to work and you sing Tune Up? Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. However, Mark and Roger rebel and resolve not to pay the rent they cannot pay and which they were promised wouldn't be a problem. That's when they sing Rent, namesake.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, Angel, a cross-dressing street drummer, presently out of drag, finds Collins wounded in an alley and tends to him. You okay, honey? Is what the song's called.
Oh, Lord.
The two are immediately attracted to each other, both learning that the other is HIV positive. It is revealed that Roger, too, has HIV, which he contracted from his last girlfriend, who committed suicide after learning of her diagnosis, which has caused Roger to fall into depression.
Oh, my God.
So, Tom Collins meets Angel.
Right.
Fall in love.
Okay. All these people got AIDS, man.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
rough.
It's definitely like, that's like the main symbolism issue here, right?
Right. Clearly.
So yeah, he's sad. Roger's sad. Mark goes to see one of Maureen's shows while Roger stays home. Sings Tune Up number 3. They sing this
gosh.
song
I got a lot
so
of
many
tune-ups.
times. Yeah. Trying to compose on his guitar without success. He wishes desperately to write one last song to be remembered by before he dies. One song glory, because he's going to die of AIDS.
Okay.
An exotic dancer, junkie, and neighbor, Mimi, shows up at their apartment.
She's a junkie, too?
Asking for help with lighting her candle, flirting with Roger in the process. However, he is clearly hesitant to return her affections. It's called Light My Candle is what she sings. Which I think... I'm not sure about this. Somebody, let me know in the comments on Facebook or Instagram. I think Mimi was a prostitute in Labwem.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's what the, exotic dancer junkie neighbor chick... It's kind of, trying to, go hand in hand with that.
Almost. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. However, he is clearly resistant to her affections. Meanwhile, Joanne, a lawyer and Maureen's girlfriend, receives a voicemail from her parents. At last, the missing Collins enters the apartment, presenting Angel, who is now in full drag, and shares the money she made and the amusing story of how she killed a dog to earn it.
What?
Death count. What?
Hey, Booze, I got all this money. I killed a dog for it.
What?
You're welcome. What? What does that mean?
Okay. Yeah, I don't...
That's odd.
Benny arrives, speaking of Maureen's upcoming protest against his plans to evict the homeless from a lot where he is hoping to build a cyber arts studio. So Benny sucks and he's in it all for himself.
And he used to be their friend, right?
Right, he used to be their friend and he totally, as soon as he got power...
He's like...
He turned
Y'all
on
suck.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
So, he sucks. Benny offers that if they convince Maureen to cancel the protest, then Mark and Roger can officially remain rent-free tenants. However, the two rebuff Benny's offer and he leaves. You'll See is what it's called. The song they sing. Mark leaves to fix Maureen's sound equipment for the protest, unexpectedly meeting Joanne at the stage. Initially hesitant with each other, the two eventually bond over their shared distrust of Maureen's promiscuous behaviors. Mark joins Collins and Angel to film their HIV support group meeting, while Mimi attempts to seduce Roger alone in his apartment. Mimi's really trying to get Roger.
Good Lord. Now, who is Maureen again?
So I believe
that was Mark's girlfriend, right?
Right, Mark's ex-girlfriend who is now with
the lawyer,
Joanne.
Okay, got you.
Okay. Roger is extremely upset by Mimi's intrusion, demanding she leave him alone and resisting any romantic feelings he may harbor for her. After Mimi leaves, Roger reflects on his fear of dying an undignified death from AIDS, while the life support group echoes his thoughts with a song called Will I.
Okay.
So yeah, Mimi, in La Boheme, it's oh, Mimi, Rodolfo, yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's Mimi, stop preying on Roger. He doesn't want.
He's depressed and sad and he has AIDS and he's gonna die.
She's love me.
Good Lord. This is already, just depressing.
I know.
All these people about to die of AIDS.
This movie feels really hardcore,
One guy's girlfriend killed herself. The other one just left him.
Right.
The other guy just got mugged in the alley.
Yeah.
And got dog killer money.
New York's rough,
apparently.
Okay. Collins, Mark, and Angel protect a homeless woman from police harassment, but she chastises them on the street, is when they sing that on the street. To lighten the mood, Collins talks about his dream of escaping New York City to open a restaurant in Santa Fe. They sing Santa Fe. Soon, Mark leaves to check up on Roger, and while alone, Collins and Angel confess their love for each other. And they sing a song called I'll Cover You, which is really cute. Sweet. Okay. Joanne hectically prepares for Maureen's show, trying to balance all the people calling her at once. She sings We're Okay. Before the performance, Roger apologizes to Mimi, inviting her to come to the protest and the dinner party his friends are having afterwards. At the same time, police, vendors, and homeless people prepare for the protest. They sing Christmas bells, because this is all happening right around New Year's Eve, Christmas. So
they're protesting the lot that, you said that the Benny guy wants to turn a lot that homeless people live on into an art studio. Mm-hmm. And so they're protesting that?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Gotcha.
Maureen begins her avant-garde, if not over the top performance based on Hey Diddle Diddle. And she sings Over the Moon.
Oh, good
Get
lord.
it? At the post-show party at the Life Cafe, Benny arrives, criticizing the protest and the group's bohemian lifestyle. In response, Mark and all the cafe's bohemian patrons defiantly rise up to celebrate their way of living. And the song that they sing is called La Vieille Bohème.
Oh.
Yeah. And the song basically means the opposite of war isn't peace. It is creation. Which is like super, like a really beautiful concept.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The opposite of war isn't peace.
It's
creation.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like that.
That one's gonna have to stew.
Right? Okay. And that
Poetic.
comes from the book Rent. They talk about what that means. And there, Mimi and Roger each discover that the other is HIV positive and hesitantly decide to move forward with their relationship. And they sing Should I Tell You? So he was like, I'm depressed, I lost my girl, I have HIV and I don't want to give it to you. I cannot be in a relationship. I can't find love again. And she's like, no, dog, it's fine. I have HIV too.
Everybody got HIV, dude. Oh
Dude,
my God.
it's New York, man. Things are crazy.
Everybody's sharing needles or something. They need to stop. Oh
No.
My God. Well, then how they getting it? They ain't getting it from toilet seats.
Mimi, well, I guess Mimi's a junkie.
Yeah,
So
she
needles.
probably got it from needles. For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Roger, I don't know.
Nah.
He could have just got it from...
His girlfriend, wouldn't you think? His ex-girlfriend.
Maybe. So she must have been... Well, yeah, because she was diagnosed. So she must have got it from somebody else, like sleeping around or something.
Or like her last boyfriend or something.
Something. I don't know.
Okay.
Either that or she was a junkie.
Maybe. Well, maybe we'll find out. Okay, so after that, Joanne explains that Mark and Roger's building has been padlocked and a riot has broken out. Roger and Mimi, unaware, share the first kiss. The celebration continues. And they sing La Vieille Bohème again. Okay, that's all of Act 1. So, at the end of Act 1, everything's coming to fruition to some degree. The protest has happened. There's a riot breaking out. Their building's padlocked. They can't get into their homes. Mimi and Roger finally get together.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Things are crazy.
All
right. So, Act 2. The cast lines up to sing together before the plot of the second act begins, affirming that one should measure life in love. That's when they sing Seasons of Love. If you have not heard of the musical Rent, you've definitely heard Seasons of Love. It's just like a staple for like songs and musicals that everyone knows. So then afterwards, Mark and Roger gather to break back into their locked apartment with their new friends. Oh, not new friends, the regular friends, the friends in which they have had. They sing Happy New Year together. A new voicemail reveals that Mark's footage of the riot has earned him a job offer at a tabloid news company called Buzzline.
Okay.
Doesn't that remind you of something?
BuzzFeed.
Yep. Okay, I was like, it reminds me of something. The others finally break through the door just as Benny arrives, saying he wants to call a truce and revealing that Mimi, who used to be his girlfriend, convinced him to change his mind. Whoa. Okay, so Mimi, who is now with Roger, used to be with Benny. But Benny and Roger are friends, right? Well, they were friends, but now Benny's the landlord.
And he's a butthole.
And he's a butthole.
So does Benny have HIV?
I would think so.
Oh my God.
We should be counting. How many people have HIV so far?
Dude,
1.
let's see. Tom, Mark,
Angel,
Roger, Mimi,
probably Benny,
and
Maureen, probably
and
Joanne,
maybe, and Roger's old girlfriend that killed herself.
Right. How many you got?
So
9.
With our assumptions, it's up to 9.
With the assumptions.
This is a cesspool, dude.
Dude. Okay. So that happens. I'm still in shock. Mimi denies rekindling her relationship with Benny, but Roger is upset. He's over it. And although they apologize to each other, Mimi goes to a drug dealer for a fix.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. I have like this pit in my stomach, this bad feeling.
I have a feeling Mimi is going to die of an overdose.
Don't say it.
She's gonna
say
overdose.
It ain't so.
I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home.
Oh gosh. Okay. You're welcome.
Sorry.
Okay, so around Valentine's Day, Mark tells the audience that Roger and Mimi have been living together, but they are tentative with each other. It is also told that Maureen and Joanne are preparing another protest, and during rehearsal, Maureen criticizes Joanne's controlling behavior, and Joanne criticizes Maureen's promiscuous mannerisms.
Ooh.
They break up dramatically following an ultimatum, and they sing the song called Take Me or Leave Me, which the song is super hardcore, right? Because it's like a rock musical. They're like,
right.
But they're like, I'm done with your crap. I'm outie.
That's badass.
Yeah. Okay. So, time progresses to spring. They sing Seasons of Love B. But Roger and Mimi's relationship is strained by Mimi's escalating heroin usage.
Oh,
and
yikes.
Roger lasting jealousy and suspicion of Benny. Each alone, Roger and Mimi sing of love and loneliness, telling each other how they feel as they watch Colin's nurse Angel, whose health is declining due to AIDS. Then they sing Without You.
Oh no! That's sad.
That's really sad. By the end of the summer, Mark continues to receive calls offering a corporate job at Buzzline. So sounds like he hasn't taken the job, but he's still getting calls about it. A dance is performed representing all the couple's sex lives. They sing Contact. That sounds hype. I don't know. The amount of times Suffrage is blinking right now while looking into my soul.
What? Okay.
I'm really interested. So, I'm guessing, like, throughout the dance, maybe everyone keeps switching partners?
Is this a swingers party?
No.
They're all like, oh, we all have HIV. What's it matter?
No, like, they probably don't actually switch. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, their actual relationships don't change, but, like, in the, like, dance, the way they choreographed it is so that everybody switches and has a new partner, and that's why it, like, represents their sex lives?
Interesting. Oh, because they've, like, all been together. Because it's all,
No.
it's like this,
No,
it's like
no,
this
no.
weaving web of...
Kind of, actually.
Because, I mean, like, everybody's with everybody.
At some point or
Yeah.
another. Okay. So they dance, and I'm finding my place. Okay. At the climax of the number, the two former couples break up, and Angel suddenly dies. Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Out of nowhere?
Like,
She's just like, I'm dead.
I think, like, AIDS has, like,
Taking its toll.
ceased her living life.
Okay.
That's my...
AIDS has ceased her living.
Somebody quote that. Okay. At the funeral, the friends briefly come together to share their memories, with Collins being the last to reminisce. And then he sings I'll Cover You by himself to Angel, because Angel's dead and they can't sing as a duet anymore.
That's sad.
And it's really sad.
Oh my god, she's an angel now.
Stop.
She did. I'm sorry.
Man. Oh my goodness. Okay. Mark expresses his fear of being the only one left surviving when the rest of his friends die from AIDS. And he finally accepts a corporate job offer. And they sing about Halloween. Roger reveals
Halloween?
that...
Has it been that long already?
It has.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They move in quick.
Time lapse.
Seasons of Love, man. They go quick.
I gotcha.
Okay. So Roger reveals that he's leaving for Santa Fe, which sparks an argument about commitment between him and Mimi, and between Maureen and Joanne.
Commitment?
Everybody's always fighting.
She's a junkie pole dancer. What?
But that doesn't mean she can't commit.
Bruh, all I'm saying is I wouldn't want to date someone who rides a pole. I'm just saying.
That's fine.
That's
okay.
That's rude.
That's
They all up on other people's laps and stuff, man.
but to make a living.
No, thank you.
That's okay. You do you, boo. It's all
But
right.
if you ride a pole for a living, I mean, you do you, girl.
Right. You
Or
go
guy.
You. Kill it, win it,
If you
make that
want
money.
if you want to be a stripper, go for it.
What you need to do is what you need
I just don't want to date you, but you do you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. They're sad. Collins arrives and admonishes the entire group for fighting on the day of Angel's funeral, causing Maureen and Joanne to reconcile. but not Mimi and Roger. The group shares a sad moment, knowing that between deaths and leaving, their close-knit friendships will be breaking up. Everyone leaves except Mark and Roger, and so Mark tries to convince Roger to stay in New York. Roger, unable to handle Mimi's declining health, becomes angry with Mark and leaves. Mimi returns to say goodbye, overhears everything Roger says, and terrified, agrees to go to rehab. They sing Goodbye, Love. So, you know how Roger and there's the whole fight thing with Mimi, Rodolfo, and Mimi, there's a whole, like, fight thing. She overhears stuff. It's basically the exact same with that. That's, like, taken straight out of the opera to some degree. Collins is forcibly removed from the church for being unable to pay for Angel's funeral. Then he shows compassion by paying and offering Mark and Collins drinks. Collins accepts, causing him and Collins to rekindle their old friendship. But Mark has to turn down the offer due to work commitments for his new job at Buzzline. Okay.
So I'm curious why everyone but Tom is called by their first name and he's called Collins.
Maybe it's like a thing.
That's interesting.
Like, nope, I can't think of anything.
Like, maybe it'll come up later.
Maybe he did sports back in the day. And everybody called him Collins.
Just like he's just been called Collins, like a nickname. Because
the coaches were like, yo, Collins, do this.
Maybe, something like that.
Yeah. I couldn't. I don't. I do not have an answer.
I gotcha.
Okay. So, sometime later, both Mark and Roger simultaneously reach an artistic epiphany. I feel like I've never seen that word written down.
Yeah, I don't really see it.
Until ever. Just now. Okay.
You just hear it spoken.
Huge moment for me, guys.
She had an epiphany.
Oh my gosh.
Reading epiphany.
So, they have an epiphany as Roger finds his song in Mimi and Mark finds his film in Angel's memory. Roger decides to return to New York in time for Christmas, while Mark quits his job to devote his efforts to working on his own film. They sing What You Own. So, the characters' parents, concerned and confused about their respective situations, leave several worried messages on their phones. On Christmas Eve, exactly 1 year after having passed, Mark prepares to screen his now completed film to his friends. Roger has written his song, but no one can find Mimi for him to play it to. Benny's wife, discovering Benny's relationship with Mimi, has pulled Benny out of the East Village. The power suddenly blows, and Collins enters with handfuls of cash, revealing that he reprogrammed an ATM at a grocery store to provide money to anybody with the code ANGEL.
Bruh.
So, if you go to this ATM, you just roll up, type in ANGEL, and it's just like, giving out hundreds, like, here you go.
Holy cow.
That's insane.
Who would know that, though? Is he, like, telling people?
Just his friends.
Oh, dang.
Just the people that need the money, I guess.
The help. Yeah. Huh. That's crazy.
So, Maureen and Joanne abruptly enter carrying Mimi, who has been homeless and is now weak and close to death. She begins to fade, telling Roger that she loves him. They sing finale. Roger tells her to hold on as he plays her the song he wrote for her, revealing the depth of his feelings for her. And the song is called Your Eyes. Aww. Mimi appears to die, but abruptly awakens, claiming to have been heading into a white light before a vision of Angel appeared, telling her to go back and stay with Roger. The remaining friends gather together in a final moment of shared happiness and resolve to enjoy whatever time they have left with each other, affirming that there is no day but today. The end.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's Rent. Just as crazy, like, one of my professors always says that all operas are about drugs, right? People getting married, people getting divorced.
Who you're talking about.
Right, and yeah.
That's such a like, that also just sounds like such a crazy story, but, like, in a different way than Heather's was.
Yeah.
Like, Heather's was, like, off the top of the head crazy. Like, just crazy just stuff like going on. Just,
mind-blowing.
But this one's, like, crazy in the way that it's, like, just this group of people who are experiencing all of these struggles and just them trying to get through life.
Mm-hmm. The what left of life that they have.
Yeah, exactly. They're all slowly dying.
Yeah. And I feel like that, like, causes you to really think about like what the point of life is.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure the amount of like recollection and like thinking back on your life when you're in that situation is probably like immense.
Yeah, and like they're singing about like this. How do you measure life and stuff? And they realize that like the thing they're gonna cherish the most is like love and stuff. And so there's this play by an original American playwright, Tennessee Williams, and it's called "You Can't Take It With You." I'm pretty sure it's by Tennessee Williams. Somebody at me if I'm wrong, please.
Okay.
And the whole play is basically saying like, who cares how much money you have? Mm-hmm. You can't take that with you when you die. All you can take with you is the memories and the love that you've brought to this world and have received as well as given. Yeah.
For sure.
No.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah. No, it's a bomb. But it's also like old, so it's like, Funny.
There's a lyric in a song that says "You can't take it with you." I think it's in a. Oh, I can't remember. It's like a newer song by someone that I listen to. I can't even remember.
Can't take it with you.
But it's like that same message, like like you can't. I think it's an Ozzy Osbourne song.
You're kidding.
A new Ozzy song because I think so. I can't remember.
Oh my gosh! Somebody name that song. Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit more about that. What La Boheme means.
La Boheme.
La Vieille Boheme.
Let's see.
What that means. Because if the song basically means the opposite of war isn't peace, it's creation.
Right.
What does Boheme mean? Does it mean like the creation or something? The life.
How do you spell La Boheme?
LABOHEME. It's
Oh, La Boheme.
Boheme.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this before.
You definitely has.
I definitely has.
You definitely has.
I definitely has.
You knows it.
I typed it in and it's detecting Italian, and then in English it just says La Boheme.
Great.
Again,
It means
like,
what it means.
thank you, Google Translate.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think if I can remember a Latin word that's similar to Boheme, because a lot of Latin correlates like super heavily to just straight Italian. Like a lot of words are like basically the exact same.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to remember if they're, because I don't know.
The Bohemian.
The Bohemian Rhapsody. Italian. If I translate it from French, it means Bohemian.
So it does mean the Bohemian.
I guess.
So then what does Bohemian really mean?
So then, okay. I'm surprised I've never wondered that earlier with Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, what is Bohemian?
What does that even mean? Right.
Bohemian.
Besides the fact that that's like a bomb song.
Meaning. Definition.
For sure, every theater kid or every kid who's ever been in anything music related knows that song and every word to it.
This is so interesting.
Okay.
So it means a socially unconventional person, especially one who is involved in the arts.
What?
Which ties perfectly into the song.
Yeah.
Queen's song, Bohemian Rhapsody, and this situation.
Yeah.
And that could tie into, Mimi from the opera could be the Bohemian, because she says she's like a courtesan.
Right.
So she's like an unconventional social person.
Right.
That's odd. What? The adjective means socially unconventional in an artistic way.
Like, I've never even questioned that, but like, you've got like boho hairstyles, boho outfits, and all this stuff, and I've never been like, what does Bohemian mean?
Yeah, I've never even... with the Queen song, I've always just been like, oh yeah, Bohemian.
Thunderbolts and lightning.
Yeah, I'm just like, they probably made that up.
Right?
They're just like, Bohemian Rhapsody, there you go. I've never even questioned what Rhapsody means.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
I think it's like a collection of things. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's like a blending of genres, because you know that song has like some movements.
Yeah.
To like, it has totally different vibes at certain parts.
Yeah, no, it's like,
I don't know.
it's supposed to be, it's like an opera within itself.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing. So yeah.
Wow.
So Rent, everyone. If you haven't heard it, or if that was your absolute favorite musical in the world, thanks for joining us. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next week. I'm really excited that you guys are like throwing ideas out there. It gets me hype, and it's nice to know you're listening.
Yeah, we're also super excited that you guys even listened.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
To know that we are on a platform like Spotify and people actually
They're actually
listened
like listening
to it and enjoyed it.
The big
some
thing.
people have
enjoying it.
enjoyed it, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's another one that's on the list now. I especially that one sounds like I would really like the book.
Yeah.
So I really want to read the book.
Yeah.
I see the musical too, of course.
Of course.
But,
you can't not.
Me and my friend actually went to watch Heathers the other night. We were gonna watch the movie because it was on Netflix.
Right.
And I actually found out I was incorrect last time. My friend actually likes the movie better than the musical.
What?
Are
they okay?
I mean, he likes the musical too. He doesn't think it's bad.
Right.
He said that like a lot of the story aspects he thinks are done better in the movie. I think.
Really? See,
but my friend is also a huge movie nerd.
Right.
Like, he loves movies, so
That's
kind of doesn't surprise me. But we were gonna go watch it, but apparently they took it off Netflix. So.
Really?
So I'm gonna have to try and rent the musical somewhere.
Yeah, no.
Rent the musical. Heathers.
Oh, snap.
Sorry, bad pun.
No, I was thoroughly unhappy when I watched Heathers, the movie. It just felt like nothing was completely explained. It felt like there were plot holes just because the musicals always have like extra characters that
Right.
didn't exist in the movie or whatever.
Right.
Even though they're relatively the same length of time, there's just so much more information and character development you can get in when you're singing than when you're just talking about something back and forth.
Right. I get that.
Yeah.
I want to watch both just so I can compare them, but I do want to watch the musical.
Oh, sure.
But now I want to watch this musical too, because that sounds interesting.
The list grows longer. So yeah, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Next week we'll have another episode. Who knows what it's gonna be about?
Who knows? I'm excited about the mystery.
Yeah, right.
I liked it. This one I kind of had a little bit of clue into. Like, I guessed that this one was gonna be about rent.
Yeah.
Just because I had heard you say something about it, but I didn't look into it or anything. I
Good.
was just like, okay,
Proud
rent.
of you.
But I'm excited.
So yeah, I just don't forget, go to our Instagram, go to our Facebook page. Both are at Take It to the Stage, and don't forget to like our page or follow our Instagram so that you're into all the updates. And when we post videos, we're gonna try to post on Mondays because #musical Mondays. But yeah. Thanks, you guys. Also, drop it in the Facebook or the Instagram if you would be interested in us doing some interviews with people that we know that are artists or like musicians, musical people, just to get to talk more about the arts and stuff and learn more stuff. I just want to leave you guys with this message because it was like, yes, thank you for having this message in this song, because this musical's insane, right? So I just want to leave you guys with this. Just remember, the opposite of war isn't peace, it is creation. Thanks, guys.